Hello and welcome to day one of the 2024 Westown South African Youth Champs at the beautiful Shongweni Club. Today marks the exciting beginning of a week filled with equestrian talent and spirited competition across various disciplines. Please join us for the next 7 days for our highlights packages, including all equestrian disciplines. The day commences with our eventing competitors taking centre stage, starting with a vet inspection to ensure the health and fitness of our equine athletes.
Starting with the eventing trot-ups, what we call the horse inspection. And our role this morning is to look at the fitness to compete of the horses. So we start off by examining the horses, checking that they haven't got any injuries or anything that would prevent them from doing their job in the competition. Then we examine them walking, trotting away from us, turning around and trotting back towards us to assess their fitness to compete.
Runner Cooper number 32, accepted.
Our goal is to look after the welfare of the horse, and by doing this inspection we are ensuring the horse is healthy and that they are able to do the job that we expect of them. When we do the inspection, each horse is identified by scanning the microchip, comparing that to the microchip number in the passport as well as the ID diagram in the passport, and this way we ensure that the horse is who it is. We also examine the passport to make sure its vaccination status is up to date, the vaccinations are correct. This is really important for the prevention of spread of disease and biosecurity, and that protects the whole population of horses that are at the show. Once the horses have been examined, they are accepted into the competition, and this is announced by one of the ground jury members, and the horses are then accepted into the competition and considered fit to compete for the rest of the competition.
64, Damien Marley, accepted.
We kick off the day with the elegance of dressage, which will be followed by cross-country.
The ride will start with a working trot down the centre line, and when they get to the end we'll do a half circle to the right, 10 metres in diameter. The judges are going to be looking for straightness on the centre line, and they're going to be looking for the fluency and suppleness of the gait, how smoothly the legs move and how regular the paces are. There are 3 judges around the arena, sitting at different letters as they go, and each judge gets a slightly different perspective of the movements being ridden. Changing across to the other side of the arena, she goes from a right-hand circle to a left-hand rein, and continues in working trot. The judges are looking for the ability to transition between the different tempos and the different reins. This is the leg yield that she's just completed, where the horse crosses its legs in front of the other in an almost sideways movement across the arena. Now we'll see leg yield in the other direction, where the legs cross over and the horse moves in a diagonal direction towards the edge of the arena. Now we transition down into a walk. With event horses, because they have to have fitness and stamina for the cross country, these are often horses with a lot of energy, and so movements like walking in a fluid and calm manner. Here we see the horse stretching down, which is part of the movement and what the judges are looking for. That relaxation can become quite difficult with a horse that is excited for the cross-country phase in the afternoon. We'll now see an upward transition into trot and then into a canter. Again, we repeat movements such as circles at the different paces so that we can get an idea of the horse's regularity of the steps and the fluidity of its movements. All of the movements generally have a mirror, so if they do a left-hand circle, somewhere else in the test they'll be doing a right-hand circle, all to test the balance of the horse to see whether it is equally fluid on either rein. With the canter, the horse leads on one of its two front legs, which can change depending on the direction that it's traveling in. And part of this test is the changing of left-hand rein to right-hand rein, and to monitor the fluidity of those changes as it does so. Now the rider is going to do a trot on a long rein, and that is essentially to relinquish more control to the horse without having it break its stride. Once that circle is complete, the rider will retake the reins and bring the horse up into a more upright carriage, and now turns down the arena on the center line to the point known as G, which sits in the middle of the arena. The rider will halt and salute the judge.
C, track right. M, X, F, one loop through X. Between B and F, working canter. K, working trot. E, X, half circle right 10 meters. X, B, half circle left 10 meters.
we're watching the cross country, which is part of the eventing discipline, which kicks off the procedures here at Shongweni Club. The eventing discipline is made up of dressage, cross country, which is the phase we're watching now, and then the show jumping tomorrow. All the horses went through a vet check this morning. We'll go through the same again tomorrow, and are now navigating the track that has been set by Douglas. The cross-country phase of the eventing discipline is a real test of the horse's speed, endurance, and the braveness of the partnership between the rider and the horse. They are confronted with water, ditches, jumps that don't fall down, very narrow jumps that the horses would like to run out of, but the rider has to be brave and push them towards it. The 1-star category is the Junior Open. Their obstacles can be up to 105 centimeters in height, and their optimum speed is 500 meters per minute on the track. The horses are penalized if they're too slow. They're also penalized if they are too fast and do the event too quickly. The test in cross country is not just the braveness of the horse and rider, but also endurance and speed and controlling their horses between the obstacles and being confronted with obstacles that do not move, that are very narrow, that are made to be spooky. So it really is the one discipline that is a full test of the trust between horse and rider. At each obstacle there are jump judges. They are there to record the rounds. You are penalized for a refusal at each obstacle. As we go through the grades down to the pony riders, the course is shorter, the jumps are smaller, and you get a greater time allowed, so the speed decreases of the rider down to up to 420 meters per minute. With this being youth champs, it is the parents sitting on the sideline watching the cross country who cannot wait for this particular phase of the discipline to be completed, and then they can relax and enjoy the rest of the show. We do take this opportunity to thank all the sponsors. We cannot host such an event without the sponsorships that we receive and the generosity of the public and the judges who help set this all up and keep it flowing.
Congratulations to all the competitors who showcase their hard work and dedication. Your performances have set the stage for what promises to be an electrifying competition ahead. Whether you're a competitor, enthusiast, or simply curious about the world of equestrian sports, this show promises an unforgettable viewing experience. Stay tuned for more updates and highlights as we celebrate the passion and skill of our young riders at the 2024 Westown South African Youth Champs.